Hello students, I hope that you are happily studying at home and also understanding the lectures given through these tutorials and live sessions. So students, we are going to discuss the topic circle now in detail with definition. I will show you how to draw a circle with the help of compass. See students, I have placed a compass here on this notebook. Okay, this compass is an instrument with which we can draw a circle. Okay, it has a pointed tip on one side and you can hold a pencil here on the other side. So how to draw a circle? You have to place this pointed tip on the sheet of paper. Then after placing this, you have to rotate and move this in a circular form around this point. So what happens? Like this, you are able to construct a round shape known as circle. So let's understand definition of circle. What is meant by circle? A round shape made up of a curved line and all points on the curved line are at an equal distance from the center point. This is known as circle. So students, here this is the center point. All the points, if you place so many points on this curved line, what happens, all the points will be at an equal distance from the central point. So this is known as, this round figure is known as circle. Okay, these definitions are just for understanding. You do not have to learn them. Okay, just understand the concept here. What is meant by center of circle? The point left by the sharp end of compass inside the circle is known as center. Students, see, now using this compass I have made a circle, a round shaped circle with the help of this by placing this pointed edge on the sheet of paper and moving my pencil around in a circular manner. This way I have obtained a circle. So the point which is left behind by the sharp end of the compass, by this end of the compass, is known as center of the circle. Okay, what is the meaning of circumference? The distance around the edge of a circle is called the circumference. So student, this circular part, this circular line or circular curve is known as circumference of the circle. This complete round part, complete round curve is known as circumference of the circle. What is meant by diameter? The line segment which joins two points on the edge of circle is known as diameter. So students, if I have drawn a circle with the help of this compass, okay, by placing this sharp pointed tip of the compass on a sheet of paper, on this sheet, and then moving it in a circular direction, this way I have obtained a circle. And so this will be my center. Center is always named as by a letter. Okay, so I have named it by a letter O here. So O is the center of the circle. So what is the diameter? If I will join any two points A and B on the edge of the circle, if I join these 2 points, so this line segment which is obtained AB will be known as the diameter of the circle. So you can see children, diameter passes through the center of a circle. It always will pass through the center of the circle. A circle can have unlimited number of diameters. Unlimited means a circle can have any number of diameters. The number of diameters are not fixed in a circle. I hope you have understood. Let's move ahead. Let us understand what is meant by radius. So students, again I have drawn a circle on this sheet. So what is called radius? It is a line segment that joins the center of the circle to any point on the circle. So students, here is my center of the circle named by letter O, and if I take any point on the edge of the circle, say by letter A, so when I join this OA, so this OA would be my radius of the circle. I hope it is clear to you. These terms have been explained in a live class also. Okay, it is just a revision and to know in better details. Now students, let us understand what is the relation between radius and diameter. Okay, the diameter of a circle is twice the radius. Diameter of a circle is twice the radius. Diameter is this line, it is two times the length of the radius. Okay, so if d is the diameter and r is the radius of the circle, then we can say that d is equal to 2 times of r, that is twice of radius. Diameter is equal to twice of radius, or we can say that the radius is half of the diameter. So, or you can say d by 2 or 1 upon 2 into d. So radius is half of diameter, or you can say diameter is twice of radius. So this is the relation between diameter and radius. This relation is very important, students. Please learn this relation very thoroughly. This will be used in the exercise also. Okay, in exercise 10.4. Now what is meant by chord of the circle? It is a line segment that joins any 2 points on the circle. Okay, students, so see, I have drawn again a circle with the help of this compass. This is my center O, where the impression is left by this pointed tip of the compass. This will be my center named by letter O. Okay, so now if I take any 2 points on the circumference of the circle, okay, and I join these 2 points, this will be called as chord. But the difference is that chord doesn't pass through the center of the circle. Whereas diameter passes through the center of the circle, but a chord doesn't pass through the center of the circle. So it does not pass to the center of the circle. So if you join any 2 points on the circumference of circle, the line segment obtained is known as chord. Okay, there is an important note that diameter is the longest chord of the circle. It is the longest chord of all the chords which exist inside the circle. Diameter is termed as the longest chord. Alright. 7th term is what is meant by arc. An arc of a circle is a part of circumference of a circle. Students, if I have drawn a circle with the help of this compass, if this is a full long, this curved part is known as circumference. If I take a small part of it, if I take a small part of this circle, what happens? This portion, the small portion, will be called as my arc, denoted by AB and a little curve on above this on these two letters. So this AB curve is known as arc. Okay, so this portion is known as my arc. That's why, because it is just a small portion of complete circumference. So AB will be called as arc, denoted by AB, 2 letters and 1 curved part above these. Okay, students, open page number 149 of your maths textbook. We will discuss exercise 10.4 now. Let us discuss some questions here. Okay, some other questions you will be solving in your notebook. So take out exercise 10.4, page number 149 of your maths textbook, page number 149, exercise 10.4. First question says, mark the centers of the following circles and label them. So students, some circles are drawn for you. Only one I will do for you. See students, so this you will do with the help of compass. Okay, you will see, if you are able to, you will place the pointed tip of this compass on somewhere in between, somewhere here within this circular part, and then you will move your pencil around. See if you are able to get that exact shape. Yes, I am able to get the exact shape. That means this impression is left here by the pointed edge. So this would be my center of the circle. Okay, wherever this pointed tip will leave the impression on the sheet of paper, that will be called as the center of the circle. So I have named it by letter O. Similarly, you will try for B part. You will adjust the compass such that when you place the pointed tip within this circle and you move around your pencil, you obtain the same circle. That means here would be my center. So I am naming it by point A. Alright. So A part you will be doing on your own. Okay, this is your homework. So now students, second question says, measure the radius of the circles given in question 1. Write it and also find the diameter. So students, now I am having a scale in front of me. Using this scale, I will be noting down the length of radius and diameter. So you have to find out the radius and diameter of the circle. You have to measure the radius of circles and then also find a diameter. So students, Now I am having a scale in front of me. Using the scale, I will be checking the length of the radius and diameter. So students, see, I have made any point B on the circumference of the circle. I have joined A to B. This AB is my radius, and I have taken another point C on other side of this circumference. I have named that point as C. I have joined A to C. So AB or AC are my radius, and CB complete or BC complete is my diameter. So now I am going to check the lengths of this radius and diameter. So I will coincide the mark 0 of the scale with point A, and I will check where the point B is coinciding with which point on the scale the point B is coinciding. So I have seen that it is coinciding here. That means between 1 and 2, and this is the 5th division. That means my answer would be, answer of AB, the radius would be 1.5. So I am writing 1.5 centimeter. Why centimeter? Because these divisions are in centimeters. Okay, bigger divisions are in centimeters, smaller ones are in millimeters, but we write in the form of centimeters. Okay, I explained you in the live class also. Then what is the diameter? Diameter is the complete line segment which passes through the center. That means BC would be my diameter. Let me measure the length of BC. I'll coincide the point 0 with mark C, and you will check where this point B is coinciding with which point on the scale. That means it is coinciding with point 3. That means 3 centimeter is the length of my diameter. Okay, so B part I have solved for you. A and C parts, both these parts you will try on your own and write the answer of radius and diameter. Radius and diameter, similarly, in a similar way, you will take any point B here, then you will take any point D here, then you will join them and you will measure the lengths and write the answers. Let us move on to third question, students. Here in this question, it's given, draw the diameters of the circles, name them. Also label its diameter. So again, I am solving D part for you. Okay, I will draw diameter and I will complete a table corresponding to it. And then A, B and C parts you will be solving on your own. These parts would be your homework. So if I consider this circle, students, first of all I need to check the location of the center. So I will place the pointed tip of this instrument compass here within this circle, and will move my pencil around to check whether this pencil is coinciding with the curved part or not. Okay, and we'll check the center. So it is coinciding at this point. That means here at this location is my center of the circle present. So I am naming it as point O. Alright, I am naming it as point O. Now students, you have to check you have to draw diameter and diameters of this circle. So I am making diameter. I am taking any point A here and any point B here. Okay, on opposite side of this center O. Okay, and I'll join these two points. My diameter would pass through center O. So students, after joining you have obtained diameter AB. Okay, now you have to fill this table. Now corresponding to D part I am writing the answers here. Now complete table my measuring radius and diameter. So center of the circle, what is the center of circle? It is marked by point O. I have given name of the center by letter O. Okay. Then diameter, what is the diameter? That means what is the name of diameter? See, AB is the diameter here. What is the name of radius? Which line segments denote radius? OA or OB denotes radius. Okay, so OA and OB, both these line segments denote the radius of my circle. What is the length of diameter? Again you will make use of the scale. You will check, you will coincide this mark 0 of the scale with point A, and you will check where is this point B coinciding. So I can see that this B point is coinciding with the fifth division between 4 and 5. That means the length is 4.5 centimeter. This is fourth line, this is fifth line, and here B point is coinciding with this fifth division. So my length of diameter is 4.5 centimeter. Okay. So now talking about the radius, the length of radius. So students, what you will do, you will measure either the length of OA or the length of OB. So let me measure the length of OA. Okay. I am coinciding the mark 0 of the scale with point O and 0 of the scale with point A, and I will check where this point O is coinciding. So I can see, students, it is coinciding with the after 2 it is succeeding. Okay, so it is between the second division and the third division, that means between these. So it denotes 0.25. Okay, so that means my length of radius will be 2.25 centimeter. So student, this way you will be solving for A, B and C paths. Okay, taking the help of D part, you will be solving for A, B and C paths in the same way. Students, let us move ahead now. Let us move on to the fourth question. It says, follow the steps and draw your circle. Now this is an activity for you. Very interesting question it is. I have already drawn a circle for you. I'll be showing you in the notebook. So students, it says, draw any circle. See students, I have drawn a circle for you here. Draw any circle. Then what is given? Label its center as O. You have to label the center as O. So I have labeled the center as O. You will be drawing the circle with the help of compass. Okay, you will place this pointed tip against a sheet of paper, and then you will move the pencil in a circular curve. Whatever curve you have obtained on the sheet is named as your circumference, and this complete thing is known as circle. Okay, so this is your circle. You whatever impression, the location where this pointed edge leaves the impression will be known as the center of the circle, denoted by letter O. Okay, now it is saying that label its center as O. You have labeled. Then mark a diameter POQ on it. So I have made diameter, taken the points P on one side of the curve and Q on the other side of the curve. P and Q I am joining with the help of this line. So PQ is my diameter. Okay, then mark its radii OP and OQ. So now you will mark the radii. See, you will see OP and OQ are the two radii of this circle. Alright, then mark any chord AB in it. You will mark any chord. Chord doesn't pass through the center of the circle. Take any point A on top, any point B on top. Join these 2 points AB. So AB is termed as the chord of the circle. Make a smaller chord CD in it. Now you have to make a chord which is lesser than this chord AB. So I am taking C and D points inside this, within this chord. So CD is my smaller chord, smaller than the length of AB. Then make a smaller chord CD in it. Then make a bigger chord EF in it. Now greater than the length of AB, you will make a chord EF bigger than the length of AB. So EF is my bigger chord. Okay, but remember that EF is smaller than the length of PQ. So now you have to measure the length of each chord and write it. What is the length of diameter? What is the length of radius? So students, now what you will do, with the help of the scale, you will measure the length of CD, AB, EF. Okay, CD, AB and EF. Then you will measure the length of diameter PQ. Then you will measure the length of radius OP and OQ. Like this way you will be doing. Alright students, so I hope you have understood. Your homework is up till question number 4. Alright children, remember that this circle which I have drawn for you is only for your reference. You yourself will draw this circle or any circle in your notebook. Okay, then you will measure the different lengths of the chord diameter, radius, and then you will write the answers in your fair notebook. Okay, this is just for your reference. All right, so I hope you have understood. Your doubts will be taken in the live class. Thank you.